chamber, hon. Throw me in the chamber there. As long as it's not with Michael Armstrong. That guy's huge, man.
Oh my gosh! Well, welcome everybody.
Look at that. He's showing off tonight. He's got the Goodyear tires on there. All right.
Welcome everybody. My name is Steph Perez, and I want to welcome you here. Whether you are an existing member of Mentoring Millionaires, welcome. Glad to have you. Glad to have your support, or whether you're here checking us out. Extremely glad to have you. I got to tell you, I was really, really excited when I was reacquainted with Val literally just a couple of months ago, or just a couple of weeks ago, I'm sorry. But Val and I go back many years, like 2008. So when I discovered he was doing something really special, with this community called Mentoring Millionaires, after I took a look at it, I was one of those people where I just knew I had to be involved. So literally a day or two later, I jumped right inside, and I really haven't looked back. I love what we offer here as a community, and I'm so glad that you can be here today because you're going to discover something that's not just a business opportunity, but something that can really help you in all areas of your life. So I'm going to bring Val forward. Val is dynamic. He is wonderful. He's not only an amazing speaker, but he really, really knows his stuff. And if you're like a lot of people that have come to our sessions, you're definitely going to walk away from here feeling hyped up, with the opportunity of making money. But you're going to feel just really, really good with the information that he has to share. You're going to walk away from here with knowledge. So unlike any other business opportunity, if you don't have a journal or a notebook beside you, grab one. Okay, grab one, because there's definitely going to be a tip or two that you can take away from here that will just, overall just make you better as a person, as a marketer and as a business person. So Val has become a great mentor of mine, a really, really great friend. I love, the time that I get to spend with him and learn from him, and he's really helping to stretch me, and I hope that he can help do the same thing for you as well. So I'm going to turn the floor over to Mr. Val Smith.
Hey, Steph. Thank you so much. Everyone, welcome to the call tonight. Mentoring Millionaires, and this is Lexi. So what we're going to talk to you about tonight is Mentoring Millionaires. Hold on, guys. Hey, Trace, you want to kick in just for a sec? I got the other dog going there. Sorry, guys. Should give you a history on Mentoring Millionaires. I'll come right back. I got a little issue with Teddy going on.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. This is what we do. This is how you roll, right? So yeah, that's what happened. Val and I. Both of us put together Mentoring Millionaires. We both own the company, and it really was our brainchild. It was our baby, because we really had a belief system about what the industry, the network marketing industry, the online network marketing industry was becoming. Val, we both had some great success. Of course, Val's had really great success back in his days of Mentors in Motion, and so really what we wanted Mentoring Millionaires to become was Mentors in Motion Part 2 on steroids. Because there's so much that's going on out there in the industry that's false, and a lot of people are being dragged down the wrong road. And so we really wanted to bring the truth to the industry. We wanted to help people. And our whole mantra, our whole being about this company was, it's not about us, it's not about the company, it is entirely about you. And it's about developing people, developing leadership, and it's about branding. It's about branding you as your product. You can go to any company, and you can go to any compensation plan, you can go to anything out there in the industry, and all you're doing is replicating somebody else's business. You need to learn how to become yourself. You need to learn how to be able to speak, and really how to be part of your own branding system. And that's what's really wrong with the industry. And a lot of things had come, a lot of people follow, get in first, be first, get in your, for spillover and rotators and all that kind of stuff. And people have to understand that those kind of things work for the person who's developing it. It doesn't work for the individual. And all that happens is it ends up crippling you, and it cripples your organization. And so at some point in time, you have to be able to see the truth and realize that it's not those things that don't work, it's the individual that doesn't work. And Steph is a great person as an indicator of what that means, because she's a great leader. She's learned, she's put her stuff into practice. And so this is what we've developed with Mentoring Millionaires. And so the product tools in there is really a part of a marketing system that's secondary really to what the whole component of it is. And I think at that point, Val, I'm going to hand it back over to you, because I know that you've got a really great way explaining things. And, you know, I've kind of laid the sort of the platform of where we came from and what our belief system is, and our community and our colony that we are developing within Mentoring Millionaires. And so, Val, I'm going to turn it back to you, buddy.
Yeah, sorry about that. There was going to be a dog fight there, and I didn't want you guys to see that. I have a Chihuahua and a Golden Doodle, and they were ready to go, so I had to get interrupted. But yeah, no, Tracy and I took a look at the industry, and we felt there was a lot of things that were lacking. Steph totally agrees with our philosophy, what it is we're doing. Leadership is getting really into competition with each other instead of working together. Everybody knows the industry's gone to hell in a handbasket. It really has. And so Tracy and I started thinking, why don't we look at a definite solution? And there's two things that motivate people in this industry. Number one is cash, and number two is lead generation. People are in this industry for cash. I mean, let's face it, nobody's going to do this for free. I'm definitely not going to do it. And so we said, what can we put together that made a lot of sense for people to have instantaneous cash flow, but at the same time address leads? And Steph and I were just talking prior to this call, and you know, a lot of people are running around the industry. They're saying, well, who's got great leads, and which lead company has the best leads, and who runs the best solo ads, and where do I get the best traffic, and you know, where can I get the best prospect lists? But the truth is, guys, gals, the best leads are always there. The lead comes down to the power of communication, and we'll talk about that tonight. A lead is only as good as the communicator. So when somebody runs out there on the internet and says, oh man, I tried this, or I tried that, or I use this technology that company's using, it really doesn't work, my intelligent question to them is, based on what data, based on what information, based on what factual information? Because this industry is full of a bunch of ignorant people out there that don't know what they're talking about. You know, people will say, well, I heard of that company and this company and that company, and, you know, I don't like MLM, or I don't like recruiting or sponsoring. Based on what? You know, the only thing experience teaches, personal experience teaches, is psychological limitation. And I tell people that, I say, don't bring your psychological limitations into my world, because I don't live in your world of experience. My experience is different. Okay? So we put Mentoring Millionaires together. We said, okay, what people want are all the tools. We got all the tools. But we had to do something really unique and different that would draw people here, because we knew there'd be this combative world out there on the internet where people would say, well, that company's got the same tools, and what makes this so different, and what makes that so different? Well, what we did is we aligned ourselves with a company out of Toronto, Canada, that has a brand new technology that you all need to know about. So if you're in a home-based business marketing anything, does it not make sense to be able to generate your own leads instead of having to go out there on the internet and think about it? Should I buy this? Should I buy that? Wouldn't it be great to have a company where you actually have a tool that will generate leads target specific to what it is you're promoting? Now, we have an advantage because we're using a company that is based on ringless voicemail, but the advantage we have is that I've been in call centers for a number of years, trained call centers for a number of years. Tracy comes from the corporate background. We're not just a couple of hobbyists out there that are running a deal, you know, from a basement of our house. So we have corporate, we have worldly knowledge. We've sat down with CEOs. I've written scripting for telemarketing firms in the past. I've trained over 30,000 telemarketers. So what am I saying here? I'm saying if we're going to use this technology that's going to reach out to people's cell phones, is it not good? Is it not right to work with somebody that knows what they're talking about? We're not going into this cold turkey like, hey man, like we're going to send out to 50,000 people these the ringless voicemail drops, which are absolutely phenomenal if done correctly. And if not done correctly, it can be your wildest nightmare. That's my point. And there's other companies out there that are now promoting ringless voicemail. The technology was developed 10 years ago, put into play 2 years ago. The elections in the United States are totally running off ringless voicemail. Life insurance reps, all kinds of things are using it for collecting data, collecting information, doing surveys so they can prospect people. But in the home-based business community, I've heard some negative things, to be truthfully honest with you. But then when I hear some negative things about it, I will say, okay, let me hear the campaign. What was the voice message that you dropped in these, you know, cell phones all over North America. And we can bypass email filters, we can bypass pitfalls, secretaries, we can bypass everything. It drops right into their voicemail box of their cell phone without their cell phone ever ringing. Nobody gets a charge. Nobody's violated in any which way, shape, or form. But here's the key. What's the message? If you hype it out, if you get too gimmicky, people are not going to respond to it. And Tracy and I think Steph might have, I know Pam heard it. We heard what another prominent company is using, teaching their people to use, and it is the most hokiest piece of garbage I've ever heard in my life, honestly. And I'm not saying that to be negative on the call, but like why doesn't a company just get a professional, voiceover script writer, somebody that understands psychology and the empowerment of the human brain? What are people going to respond to? And so a communicator has to understand their clients. And this is the big problem with network marketing and what's going on the internet. The communication is not coming from the source. It's coming from technology. The communication is being duplicated, creating a dysfunctional form of failure. And the communication is not intelligently delivered because you're looking at a multitude of different companies. So what we can do that no other company can do that I'm aware of is we can customize the campaign for you with at least some intelligent thought, some skill set designed around getting people to say yes. Professionals that write this, do this, have done this for a living to get people to say yes. We don't just sit there and say, well, hi, my name's Mary, and I wonder if you're looking for a home-based business, and we're really excited. We got this great travel program, and we're, first mover advantage and first shakers and costume bakers. And, God only knows what people say on some of these recorded calls that are just ugly, like terribly, terribly poorly done. So we've got this technology that will totally rock. We can pioneer it because we've got the skill set to make this work, and the company is so excited about working with us, the inventors, the creators, the mothership company out of Toronto, Canada that supplies their technology all over the world. So we might get some, really strong airplay from this company for a testimonial package. So, we're going to be unleashing the actual technology within a couple days, I'm sure. So I'm really excited about getting you into that, helping you with your campaigns, and actually helping you generate sales. And if you want to see how effective ringless voicemail is, Steph, if you don't mind just coming in for 1 second, just prior to me getting on a call before my dogs are ready to go at it, Steph told me something really cool that was really exciting and put a smile on my face before I came to the call. Tracy, I don't even know if you know about it yet, but Steph's going to share it right now, an experience that her business partner had just in the last 24 hours. Steph?
Yeah, so I actually I was chatting with one of my business partners who happens to be a member inside of Mentoring Millionaires, and he did a small test of the database that he got from Mentoring Millionaires, a small test of 50 ringless voice drops. Okay, so he only took 50 numbers, loaded them into a database, sent out a really simple voice message to 50 numbers, and generated a sale today. Now, I don't know about you guys, but to me, I got really happy because that's a small, anyone who knows anything about marketing, 50 is a very, very small number for anything, for solo ads, for calling leads, for anything. And to know that, he was just testing just to see how the process would work, and generated a sale. So again, it's not about the database as much as it is developing the message, and that's what we're able to help people do. Give you a database for you to use, but then also help you, tailor a really, really great message so that it's effective when it's going out to the end user. So I was excited to hear that. And I'm actually running, my first broadcast tomorrow after I got pumped up about, his results. So tomorrow he's going to run like 500, so I'm excited to see what kind of results he gets from that.
That's freaking awesome, Steph. Thank you for sharing that. Sending out 50, I thought you might have to send out to at least 2,000 or 3,000 to get 2 or 3 sales. But that's the difference, you see. Obviously, Mark had something working for him in the voiceover. And so when you take a look at the totality of the package of what we're doing here, which, guys, gals, is not multi-level marketing. There's no downlines here. It's a direct retail transaction between you and another party. We're paying out $300, okay? $300 per sale generated within the subscribership of people coming in here and taking a look at what we're doing. And you're getting the platform, you're getting Tracy's skill set, you're getting my skill set. And I've done over $800 million in sales, not in my bank account, but $800 million in sales plus in my 36, 37 years playing this game, living a pretty good lifestyle. So you're getting this knowledge and wisdom. You're getting all the stuff in the back office. You're getting access to the Ringless platform. We're given 50,000 member data. Well, I shouldn't say member. Sorry about that. 50,000 cellular database as part of your package. You can go buy that for $1,000 out there on the internet, $800 out there on the internet, depending who's selling it. We give you 50,000, all for $399 one time, and then an annual subscription of $99. That works out to less than, I don't know, what's that, $36 a month if you're to look at it over the wide span of a year, which is absolutely amazing. We've had people come in here coming out of the gate doing $3,200 their first 8 hours in the business. We've got some people that made $800 when we had it modified in a different direction when they first came in, in their first 25 minutes. Steph Perez has been with us for a while. I don't even know what Steph's done, but she's done, I don't know, how many sales have you brought in? Maybe 7 or 8, 9, 10, pretty quick. She's somewhere in there. Bill Jackley came out of nowhere. Bill Jackley's done, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 sales, all within like days. So if you multiply that times hypothetically 300 and our introductory offer, when it was introductory, it was a little bit lower, but that's some really serious money. So to be able to have your $399 back in 20 minutes, 1 hour, 1 day, 48 days, and then 30 days, I think that's pretty awesome. Getting access to the skill set, getting access to the Ringless platform. We will help you build the audio, the audio scripting. We can create that with you. So you're not going to be here to walk the desert alone. And other companies would not do that, all right? Other companies would say, hey, guys, this is a $3,000 package. Never mind $399. These guys they call us idiots, right? They think we're dumb, not that smart, because we've lowballed it. But what we want to do is we want to cover the globe. We understand the dollar exchange is different. $399 is different in Canada. $399 is like $6 million Canadian. I don't know what the dollar exchange. Just kidding when I say that, but it's it's significant. You've got people in the Philippines. We got people in the Philippines right now. I think where else, Tracy? We have people in Europe right now coming in. It's amazing where people are coming from. So we thought $399 one time out of pocket, giving them access to all this, all these tools, and then prolific training. And when you see this, what else are we doing? We're doing the calls for you on Monday and Wednesday nights. Is anyone paying us to do that? No, we'll do that on your behalf. Starting next week, we're inviting all of you that are within the program. You'll get an email from us to come on these Tuesday morning calls that we'll record so you won't miss out on it. But we're doing these Tuesday morning mastermind calls. The great book, Think and Grow Rich, was all based on the power of the mastermind. When I taught Mentors in Motion, I used to teach the power of the mastermind. People come together, we brainstorm, and we come up with some great ideas. Tracy and I were in a conversation yesterday. The conversation went from Tracy and I to then Donna, and then from Donna to Steph. 4 of us got into a chat, a Skype chat on video. Did I have that right? Pam, I'm sorry, it was Pam. Donna wasn't there. Pamela was there. I do apologize for that. And we ended up, what was supposed to be a 5-minute conversation took 2 hours. And the content that came out of that, with Pam's insight, Steph put the icing on the cake. A couple words were changed. We came up with an unbelievable audio script for RVM, for Ringless voicemail, that companies would pay us for. And Steph's kind of funny because Steph kind of teases and says, okay, well, send me a PayPal. Steph loves PayPal. She got this addiction to PayPal. It's kind of like a stutter. She'll have a sentence and then she'll say PayPal. We'll slide it in there subliminally in there, right? So no, but the bottom line is she brought something to the table. Pam brought something to the table. I brought something to the table. Tracy brought something to the table, and it was valuable. It was worth more than the $399 that came out of that call, and you're going to be able to access this. So Tuesday mornings, you can all come to a call, be a fly on the wall, engage, participate, give your feedback, ask questions. We're just going to get together and jam because One of the greatest things I've experienced, I want to tell you this. If you ever go to a convention, if you ever go to a company convention and you see like the superstars on stage and they're wearing their tuxes and they're pumping you up and the pyrotechnics are going off and the boom, 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 chicka, chicka, boom, boom. You got all the music going, all that stuff. And it's just rocking, right? People in the audience are kind of like, wow, yeah, wow. But you know what? That's not the good stuff. That's not the good stuff. That's the boring stuff to me, because been there, done that. You know where the great stuff is? It's backstage. The real conversations, the real story, the real truth, the real honesty, the real integrity, the real power is not on the stage. It's what's going on behind stage. That's where the real conversation, it's the after coffee talk. Imagine when if you got to go with Warren Buffett for lunch. No showmanship, no hype, no smoke and mirrors, no boom, 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 boom. You know, whatever it is, you're having a real life conversation. And that's where the magic is. So Tuesday, if you want to see the magic of marketing, you want to be on these Tuesday calls if you have time, okay? Brainstorming, there's no format. We're just going to talk about what works for you, what doesn't work for you. What did you come up with? Hey, what do you think of this line? What do you think of that word? Because one of the things we concluded in that conversation is if you want to be effective, guys, don't fall asleep on me here. Listen, if you want to be effective in your marketing campaigns, change your language. Get out of the goal setting garbage. Don't talk about goals. Don't talk about duplication. Don't talk about downlines and networking and conference calls and webinars. Okay? We're not doing that. We're not even calling them cell phones. You know what we're saying? Well, or at least what I'm saying is mobile device. Your mobile device. We want to be unique. We want to be unorthodox. We want to get into people's heads. And if we bring the same old to these people, we're done. There's nothing unique. There's nothing different about us, and our leadership becomes weak. We want to be the pioneers. We want to revolutionize. We want to be the leaders of the industry. We're not following anyone on the internet. They can follow us. They can read our books. They can steal our language. They can take our words. You know what I'm saying? So that's the power of marketing. When you get into somebody's head and they say, oh my gosh, like, do you hear the way this person speaks? Do you hear the language, the vocabulary, the form of communication, the tones, the energy, the vibration? People are impressed by that. And then they want you to be the president of the United States after, because they say, oh my God, I want that person to be my leader, you know? And that's just the way it is with doctors, lawyers, and accountants. If there's a bunch of doctors, lawyers, and accountants on here, I can tell you they would not be talking like the people do on the internet. They're not talking like the people on the internet that are suffering and, shave your head and follow me all over the internet. We don't do that stuff here. We don't follow anybody, all right? We develop leaders. We build people up. We don't come in here and brag about comp plans, although we do have a comp plan. We brag about people. We brag about you. We brag about the people that are coming into our community. That's what we got to build this on. The comp plan will take care of itself. We know that. We're seeing people that have made over $10,000 here in a few weeks that have already been here pounding it out to their list. They don't even come to these calls, mind you, but that's their methodology of doing their marketing. So the bottom line is Tuesdays we're doing these mastermind calls. Program that in your mindset, okay? We'll send an email out. And then Sunday night, we're going to be showcasing the great stuff. Sunday sessions live. It's going to be back again this Sunday night. All right? So for those of you that like to go to church, you're going to come to a different church on Sunday night. It's going to be a little bit different. I do have to have a disclaimer in here, okay? Like, I don't want to offend anybody, but I do have a disclaimer. Some of the people that we'll invite to the call, they're celebrities in their field, but sometimes their language is not the best. Sometimes they'll slip one in there, not facetiously or not like, hey, not like an Anthony Robbins thing where Anthony Robbins is F-bombing everything now all over the internet and all over Netflix. But they might say the odd thing. And this Sunday night, you're going to meet Tom Cass. You want to be on this Sunday night's call. If you've got date night, I'm going to beg you in friendship, cancel your date and make it game night. No date night, game night with us Sunday night, because Tom Cass from Las Vegas is coming in. He's a world-renowned hypnotist. We've got a video. We'll show you this video where 100 people plus are rushing a stage to get hypnotized. This guy freaks audiences out. He just doesn't pull, gimmicky people in the audience that are planted. He invites the whole audience up on stage if they can make it. And the things he can do, he can make you make out with a mop. So if you guys better be careful Sunday night, because don't have a mop in the room, because you might be making out with a mop or a broom. I kid you not. He can do this stuff for real. This is real stuff. And we'll show you a video of a lot of people not planning to do this. But this guy is an amazing corporate trainer. Some people think I'm pretty good at speaking. I kind of thought I was pretty good at speaking. Thought I was pretty good at doing stuff. This guy blows me out of the water. He makes me look like grade 1 material. His language, his sense of humor, his intellect, his knowledge of the human mind, and hypnotist. He's a hypnotist. So he's not a motivational speaker. We're not here to motivate you or inspire you that way, but he's going to help you to understand the way you think, why you think what you think, and why you're exactly where you are right now. The room that you're sitting in right now, just step back for a second. Look around. Just look around. Look at the walls. Look at the lighting. Look at the curtains. Look at the pictures. All these things in your room, when you walk out, your bed, your laundry, the colors of your walls, the people that are in your house, you attracted them. There's something in your life that has attracted everything in your life right now. Like I attracted the red color in the background there because I liked red. So I had the carpenters do red. So I'm just saying we create our fish bowls that we live in. And if you want that to change, if you're not totally happy with the furniture in your house, if you're kind of looking around your house right now, or your condo, or your apartment, or your townhouse, and you'd like to do something, make some changes to it, or maybe one of those changes is to, move out of it and get something a little bit more, whatever makes you feel good, you'll understand how to do that this Sunday night. There's not going to be any hype. There's not going to be any smoke and mirrors. It's just you're going to understand your situation. And you're going to understand what's going on inside of you. I believe you will, in helping you catapult yourself out of whatever makes you feel uncomfortable. And when I start feeling uncomfortable, what I do is I start selling stuff off or giving things away. And I start shopping for things that'll change. If I need to change the color of something. All right. So you'll have complete understanding. If you've been on the internet and you've been struggling for 6, 7, 8 years, if you've been on the internet for 10 years, 12 years, 20 years, 3 years, 6 months, whatever it is, you'll understand why things might not have worked out your way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to do everything in our power. This is what this is the product, guys. This is the product. And I don't want to talk too long here. We do have a comp plan. You can check it out on our website. But we're bringing in the different training. We're bringing in the personalized training. No hype, no smoke and mirrors. But we really want people to understand who they are, what they're all about, and why they're sitting in that couch. You'll understand why you're sitting in that chair. You'll understand why you picked that room to come and do your video tonight. Everything. All right? And if you want anything to change, we can help you change it. But it's going to be one step at a time. We got to take all these, small pieces of Lego, small building blocks, and we got to conquer one building block at a time. And then eventually, maybe in a year from now, maybe in 16 months from now, maybe in 8 months from now, when you're on video, you might be in a different place because you might have hit your grand slam in some of the things you're going to learn here. You might have that rude awakening like, oh, wow, this is great. Now I get it. You might decide that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to buy into a lot of the things that I'm learning out there on the internet. I'm going to basically take what I'm learning here and I'm going to take action and I'm going to implement it. You're going to pound out the ringless voicemail leads. You might just focus on that. Like Steph said, her friend Mark sent out 50 and generated one sale in the affiliate program of his choice. So now my question is, what if we could do that, make $300 and generate, I don't know, say you're generating 8 sales a week. Say you're generating 15 sales a week for somebody that can get aggressive with it. All right? When you see those guys and gals out there on the internet flashing on Facebook how cool they are, hey man, look at me, bro. I'm in front of a Bentley, man. Look at all my $100, man. When you see those people do all that stuff, right? The car's rented. Okay, the car's rented. They've got a video crew around them that's rented. You know why? Because they took some seed money and they were smart. This is real. Listen to what I'm going to say here. All right? It's important that you just don't take money that you earn here and go out there and go buy it on silly things and spend it on silly things, I meant to say. Put a little cash flow aside from promotions. Because I know a guy that's making about sometimes 87 to maybe $140,000 a month on the internet, but he's also spending over $60,000 to do it. And he's taking some of his cash flow, putting it back in, and he's spending copious amounts of money, magazine ads, 10 million click ads and stuff like that. So you've got to keep putting back in and feeding. Keep feeding your vehicle. Don't just get excited if you make $5,000 and say, oh my God, I'm going to go out there and buy a Louis Vuitton purse or a Michael Kors, or, I'm going to go get some Cinderella shoes and in a pumpkin patch or something like that. Take some of that $5,000 or $4,000 or $8,000 and delegate it. Money is fuel. Remember this, money is not for saving it. If you're saving money in your bank account right now, big mistake. I know it feels safe and secure, but money is fuel. Money is like coal. You burn it, but you burn it the right way. You get it to go to work for you at all times. Don't let it sit and go cold, all right? Put it to work. And now that we're going to learn this ringless voicemail system, there's going to be some testing, but if any of you start having great success with it when you fire it up, start thinking smart, okay? So stay plugged in. We got an incredible thing happening here for $399. I wish this stuff was around 36 years ago when I got started. I wouldn't have been a big failure for about 17 years. I wish somebody could teach me this. Nobody could teach me this stuff. I wasn't around the right people. I was learning the duplication. Go to my family and friends and wear some corny button that said, I'm a pyramid schemer, ask me how, or whatever they, I don't know what it said. I lose 18 pounds, ask me how. I'm joking as I say that, of course, but that was the type of training we got back in the day. And that's why it's really important to plug into the power of the mastermind, guys. Might sound a little bit corny right now, but when you start growing and developing and assimilating and manifesting it, you're gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good. Okay? It's like studying martial arts. You start off at a white belt, hang out with us for a while, and then you're gonna be a 9th degree black belt in the art and science of building a business. But you're gonna decide whether you're gonna make it to the black belt or you're gonna quit because your knuckles are too sore doing push-ups as a yellow belt. All right? So we're not here to develop wussies. We're here to develop professional network marketers, professional business people out there on the internet, so you can set the example. And then you can look like Michael Armstrong, man. You hang out with us for a while, everyone will look like Michael Armstrong. You'll have pump. Michael, give us a little of that. You'll look like this. Just go ahead. Look at that. Hang out with us for 15 months and you'll be able to do that. All right? And that's all natural. He's not taking goji berries. So it's all good, folks. It's all good with what we're doing. So I think you pretty much know what we're doing. We've got the tools that everyone else has. We have some really cool stuff in the back office. You all know that, right? But what separates us is the training that we do live, the conversations, the mastermind. And our gifts and talents at developing campaigns are far superior, I think, and believe in my heart. All right? And I'm saying Michael's on the line. He can come get me if I'm lying. I really believe our talents are better than the other companies out there. High ticket, low ticket, anybody's ticket. And I know that for a fact because company owners always come to me and ask me for advice or ask me for my stuff. All right? Even in multi-level marketing, I know a lot of the guys. I know all the biggest network marketing company owners out there. Got them on my Rolodex, got them on my cell phone now. And those guys want to pick my brains. And I don't do it anymore. It used to be nice to give that information away free. Dumb me, right? And now we're going to charge for it, and you guys can make money off what we have here because eventually you're going to have it here. And then when somebody says, hey, Anna, can you help me with this? Hey, Ariel, can you help me with this? Hey, Andy, can you help me with this? Hey, Randolph, can you help me with this? Hey, Russ, can you help me with this? All you do is say, yes, I can help you with that. Here's my PayPal account. Steph Perez told me to ask you to send me some money first. And then, because you become a professional consultant. Oh, one more thing, because I keep talking too much. Tracy, I told Tracy I'd only be 20 minutes late, but I just can't do it. It's not possible, Tracy. I'm addicted. So anyhow, here's another thing. I want to tell you something. Once we nail this ringless voicemail down, forget network marketing. Here's another money-making vehicle, okay? When you guys get this ringless voicemail down, we get this thing down, we figure it all out. There's a lady right now who's not in network marketing. You know what she does? She gets, you know how much she sells leads for? $75 a lead. Who pays her 75 bucks? Now it's a good lead. It's not just a bogus lead, right? She does a campaign of people that are looking to buy a car that have bad credit. All right. So what she does is she does these campaigns out there on the internet, and she sells these leads to car dealerships for 75 bucks a pop. You know, so you sell a car dealership, you can work these deals with life insurance people. So what I'm saying is the real world outside of what we're doing here, they're not smart enough. See, we're nickel and dime people because we've been taught on the internet network marketing, everyone's broke, everyone's got to be cheap, everyone's got to get something for nothing, right? So we're kind of, we work that angle, whether we got money or we don't. We don't want to, you know, I don't know too many people in network marketing that'll pay 50 bucks for a lead, 20 bucks for a lead. We're all used to 50 cents, 60 cents, $2, $3, $3.50, right? But that world doesn't know that. The corporate world doesn't know that. They'll pay you 100 bucks. If you get them a half decent qualified lead, send them 5 a day. Put 500 bucks cash in your pocket every day. Outside of network marketing, you can literally make a living. Not a living, because it's a living at first till you figure it out. And then when you figure it out, it goes from a living to a loving. So when somebody says, Ariel, what do you do for a living? I don't do anything for a living, man. I do it for a living. I make about $1,000 a day generating leads for car dealerships, you know, or whatever. There's all kinds of real estate agents. They will pay you big bucks. You get them a potential prospect. They will pay you big bucks because they don't know how to do this stuff. And they don't even know the prices anyhow. They're used to paying big bucks. You know why? Because they don't eat lunch at Wendy's. They don't eat lunch at Taco Bell. They don't eat lunch at McDonald's. They don't go to fast food. You know where they go to? They go to the freaking Golf and Country Club and drop 400 bucks for lunch on chicken noodle soup and some greasy garlic bread. So that's what they're used to paying. They're not looking for deals, guys. They're not looking for monetary deals. They're looking for prospects. Where in network marketing, people are saying, well, how much is it going to cost me? How much is it going to cost? They're not even talking that language. They're saying, how many prospects can you bring me? They're excited and they will pay for it. And you can make a fortune doing that. This lady right here in Canada, she was on with Tracy and I a few times. Man, the money she is making selling leads to car dealerships, no wonder she's so excited about this ringless voicemail. She divorced her husband. She has an $80,000 legal fee she's got to pay. She doesn't mind me telling you this story. And guess what? When she's making, I don't know, she's making $1,400 a day. It's not 80 days. What's that? 40 days to pay off an $80,000 legal fee. That's not bad. You know. So there are so many creative, inspirational ways that we can make money just because of one's smart alignment with what it is we have going here. So now I'm finished. Believe it or not, I'm actually finished. I know that's hard to believe, but I am finished. So Tracy or Steph, if you have anything you want to say, that'd be great. And people can get back to whoever put somebody on this call. Check out the website. Nothing to think about, nothing to hesitate about. If you want me to keep talking, I have one more thing I got to say. But since I told you I'd be quiet, I'll be quiet. Unless somebody lets the leash go again, then I got more to say. Woo! All right. What are we doing, Steph?
Well, I will add this, and I think it's huge, just right along with what you were adding. You know, when you think about everything that we offer, if you just take the database of 50,000 and you just take the village, which I don't even think you really talked about that, the 12 modules of the village, you take that, and that is worth well more than the price of aligning yourself in our community. That database is gold. It's like Val said, it's not a database that you're renting. It's a database that is yours. You can use it to promote MM. You can use it to promote another affiliate program. You can use it to generate leads for another company, just like he said. You know, start thinking about, you know, the assets that you have, you know, as assets, you know, not just something that you're not going to use. And that's what's so wrong with this industry, is that people buy courses and they never use them. They invest in opportunities and they never take advantage of them. They pay people for coaching and never take advantage of the information that they gain from those coaching sessions. You know, they purchase leads and they never call them, they never work them, and they wonder why they're not successful. You know, we're giving you such valuable information here. Take the village, you know, allow it to work on your mind, get better, get stronger, longer, and then tackle that database and allow that database to make you daily money. I mean, a small test group of 50 and generated my friend 3 figures today. How many on this Zoom right now would have loved to put an additional 3 figures in their bank account today? Whether that's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, it doesn't matter what 3 figures, but would you have liked to have an additional 3 figures in your bank account? That's what happened to my business partner and friend today, from just testing and essentially taking action. So just understand that what you have access to for honestly a measly investment of $3.99 can literally be transformative to you if you take action and actually use what you have access to. So just like Val said, get that to the person, that was, thoughtful enough to make sure you made it here today. Have them answer any questions you might have and make the decision to align yourself in our community. We're not looking for people to join us. We're looking for people to either team up with us or align with us, because what we're doing is really, really powerful. And we really want to raise up other people that want to become industry leaders, that want to take what it is that we have to offer in this community, help you yourself get better so you can go out there and help this hurting industry become better as a whole as well. Those that learn the most and apply the most and give back the most, guess what? They make the most amount of money. And we want to be able to help you do that as well. So Tracy, do you want to add anything?
You know what? I think you guys covered it pretty well. We're just really excited about the possibilities that I'm sure that everybody's really starting to see. And I think that's what the biggest challenge is that, you need to be pushed, and we're going to do that. We're going to show you all the right roads to travel. We're going to take you through each step of that and make you into professional entrepreneurs. And just as Steph was saying, and Val, I mean, you can't have a tunnel vision as an entrepreneur. You have to have a very broad vision and see all the possibilities. Just with that database, the possibilities are endless. What you can do with it, how you can sell it, how you can repurpose it, whatever you're going to do with it. That's just one of the possibilities. But really what it comes down to, again, like I said in the beginning, it is all about you. It's all about, and it's not about the company. It's about what we all do together, and we're the champions for your success. And that's really what it's all about. And getting to the truth of the matter and aligning with us. So that's really what this is all about. So we're really happy about what's happening here. We're very proud of what's happening, about what's going on here, because we're very proud of all of you. And, we've got some great things coming down the pipe as well. So if you've been invited to this call, Mentoring Millionaires, get back to the person that invited you here so that you can get the rest of the information, get their link, and get started and be part of our community. And we're very excited where they're all going. So thanks, folks, for joining us tonight. Yes, Sunday night sessions, we're really excited about bringing that back again. I know we had a lot of fun with it. And Sunday night's going to be just amazing, of course, with having Tom Kaz on. He is something to behold, honestly. So be prepared for that. So thanks for coming tonight. Really appreciate your time. And we'll see you on the next set. Bye for now.
5-0 Cubs.
Thanks, everybody.
Have a great night, folks.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.